You can't talk about the history of hip hop without talking about its fashion influence, and you can't talk about hip hop fashion without talking about the Shirt Kings. So I've had this Shirt Kings book on my wish list for a minute now, and I finally got it in the mail. And man, am I hyped. I don't really do too many book reviews because it's really hard for me to translate how dope they are on video. I haven't figured that out yet. But I had to really talk about this book, especially with Hip Hop 50 stuff recently going on and still going on. I feel like Shirt Kings are just so influential to the culture that they need to be spoken of more. Now, funny story is I grew up in Queens as a kid, and I used to take a bus from Flushing to Rosedale, where I lived in Queens, and my bus used to stop in Jamaica Ave. And the Coliseum was really not far at all from my bus stop, except I was 13, and in the 90s, you didn't want to get caught slipping walking around the Coliseum or Jamaica Ave. And a matter of fact, I remember like the second time I took the bus from school to my house, I saw someone catch a $1.50, and I knew to not go far from the bus stop to the next bus. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't stray away. I may have strayed away once or twice to get a beef patty, but that's about it. And it's crazy to me that they were so close to where I was at. I could have potentially walked in and maybe had my mom or somebody take me out there to buy a shirt from Shirt Kings, which would have been tremendous. But I never got to. But what I did do is see people rocking Shirt King stuff. I mean, airbrush things were just so huge, and it was a big part of hip hop. And I believe that transcended everywhere. Like I feel that they pretty much started this, and if not started this whole airbrush on clothes things, definitely were the heaviest, if not the best in the game. I mean, rappers from all the boroughs came down to see the Shirt Kings to get some custom design stuff. So this book is called Shirt Kings, the Pioneers of Hip Hop Fashion, which 100%, no doubt in my mind, they are. In fact, when I think about hip hop fashion, I think about a few people, and the top two for me are Dapper Dan and Shirt Kings. This book is filled with a lot of really dope images showing a lot of the rappers and just celebrities that came by and got custom pieces. And it was just a common thing for somebody to be like, yo, I'm going out tonight, need something fresh, need my jacket airbrush, need my pants airbrush. It was a thing, right? And even when I moved to different places, I saw booths at flea markets or different places where people who did airbrush tees. I seen it in Miami, I seen it in Vegas, I seen it in Cali, I seen it everywhere for most of my life, from the 90s to, you know, some point in the 2000s. I can't even remember when I stopped seeing them. But, you know, all of that was really attributed to hip hop and the influence of Shirt Kings and the influence of what they did in fashion and music and pop culture. You know, to the point where you know how in the 90s you seen them Tweety Birds or Looney Tune characters with the backwards hats and stuff like that. I mean, yo, these guys started that, right? They took everything and made it hip hop, which is like why it's just so much more than just airbrushing on clothing. The book has a foreword by MC Search, and it primarily talks about Shirt King Phade's journey in art and hip hop, starting from his roots in graffiti to selling shirts in Harlem in the early 80s to eventually having an encounter with Jam Master Jay, and then going on to the Coliseum where Shirt Kings were born. I mean, this book is 100% nostalgic, and it has so many classic images. It just takes me back to a way more simpler time in life where all you wanted was a shirt from Shirt Kings or something dope of that, and you had to go on this mission to get it. You know, not to sound old or whatever, but I am. You know, everything wasn't at your fingertips. You had to like literally drive, go, fly, take a train, take a bus, whatever, to get something that you wanted. And if it was a shirt from Shirt Kings, you may have had to risk your life going to Jamaica Ave to the Coliseum to cop a shirt. But then once you got that shirt, that jacket, that pair of jeans, you were fly. So I love everything about this book. I took a deep dive into it, and I could see me never getting sick of taking a dive into this book. So this is going to be something that gets heavy rotation and heavy use in my house. Again, this is not a paid endorsement or anything like that. I just wanted to put as many people onto this because I feel like if you love hip hop, you love fashion, you love the culture, you should probably check this book out. And I'm actually going to put a link for this book in my link tree. So if you're interested in it, want to check it out, check out the description, link in bio of any social media platform where you see this on, and I will have a link to this book. The book is 144 pages and I believe is like $30, but if you wait, you could probably catch a sale somewhere on this book. And if not, go support, show some love, and let's keep the culture going. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me wherever you follow people at. If I missed anything, if you have anything to add to the conversation or simply want to be like, yo, this thing is dope, leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Peace.